you beginners and wimps out there who can't hold themselves up on the bouldering wall, let's watch Jesse here practice some training exercises we can do. You can start by just doing regular pull-ups just like he's doing. Wow, so strong. To make it even more difficult, you can only use 3 fingers on each hand.
Alright, Billy, what shoes do you want to climb in? Tennis shoes, climbing shoes, or soccer cleats? Your choice, Billy. Tennis shoes? No, not tennis shoes. Cleats? Come on, Billy. Yeah, climbing shoes. Good job. You twit?
Wanna learn how to tie your shoe? It's a very easy thing to do. You sit on down, it'll give you the scoop. What's that? It's called the loop-de-loop. You gotta take a lace in each hand. You go over and under again. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. You go over and back, left to right, loop-de-loop, and you pull them tight like bunny ears or a Christmas bow. Lace them up and you're ready to go. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
Today I'm going to tell you how to put on a harness for rock climbing. So you start by looking at the big loop and recognizing it as the waist loop, and then there are the 2 leg loops which you step into by placing the harness flat on the floor, stepping into both leg loops and pulling it up to your waist. You then tighten the harness by pulling the front strap and tucking the loose flap into the back so that it doesn't flap around while you're climbing. Also make sure to tighten both leg loops so that they're comfortable. When the harness is completely tightened, you want to be able to put 2 thumbs into it, but you don't want to have much wiggle room. And that is how you put on a harness.
Here we see Elijah is going to tie a rock climbing knot. First, he measures out a length of rope from the ground to his hip. Then he creates a knot or loop in the rope, takes the end, wraps it around, and threads it to the face. Now he has a figure 8 in the rope. Next, Elijah will take the end of the rope, thread it through the loop on the front of his harness, now he'll take the end of the rope and retrace the rope steps through the knot. He'll follow the same path the rope takes to get to the end of the rope. The end of the rope. After checking it himself, he'll have his partner come up and check it for him, tighten it, and make sure it's properly tied.
Take a loop of the rope and slide it into one of the slots on the belay. If you're cool like Jesse is, you'll have a rope match the belay loop. Take the carabiner off and clip it to both the rope loop and the belay loop now. Afterwards, lock the carabiner onto your harness.
Before climbing, you will check each other's setup one last time. The climber will have his knot checked by the belayer, and the belayer will have his clip checked by the climber. As a climber, make sure you check your belayer's clip and listen for this noise, or the sound. Tighten properly, you'll hear a clicking noise. Next, the belayer says climb on, and the climber says belay on. Now you're ready to start climbing. Now notice the belayer's technique here. He keeps his bottom hand on the rope at all times, uses his top hand to pull the rope slack down, and then shuffles his hands up. Always keeping one hand on the bottom. Good. Climbing time.
After your climb, you must remove the rope from your harness. To do so, the belayer must give you some slack so that you can pull the rope through. The climber, to remove himself, must just unclip the carabiner and pull the rope out from the belay.
Time for some bouldering. Now, bouldering is much simpler than rock climbing. You don't need a harness or a belayer. All you need is yourself and potentially a spotter. Let's take a look.
The beach. Everybody had matching towels. Somebody went under a dock, and there they saw a rock. It wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Rock lobster.
Before we leave though, we have one more thing to do. Take both ends of your rope and straighten them. Grab the rope while twisting your arm and wrap the rest of the rope above your arm and grab it through the loop. Pull it through and repeat till you're left with no more rope.
Let the bass kick.